Alright. Hello fellow viewers and welcome back to yet another Wild Wednesday. And this week it is Emerald, so we will be hunting the Pokemon that you can see on the thumbnail. So the Absol, the shiny Absol, a very nice shiny I might add, I've gotten last time I did Wild Wednesday on my Emerald, and now Sharpedo would be nice. At least I haven't hunted that one live, and I mean, since it is on the thumbnail, that's what I'm gonna do. Pacific, so you select with Pokéfinder if you want to do the same thing that I'm doing. Location, Pacific Town. I always use method 1. I've never used any other method, be it H2 or H4. I've literally never used them, so just go with H1 just like I am. Select Encounter Super Rod, and there it is, Sharpedo. And if I hit Generate, don't forget to put it as a shiny star/square, and I think the gender should be 50-50. Let me check, because sometimes it's not what you think it is, and yes, indeed it is, so yeah. Oh, hey there, Kaiser Comes, and welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Well, I mean, this isn't an appointment. I also tell that to James and others who excuse themselves for coming late. I mean, just this should be a space for come and go whenever you want. But I'm always happy to see people. Alright, so the delay for fishing is 1. Hey there, Ahmed. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? It's at least in my case, I'm pretty happy that usually when the weather dramatically changes, I get a headache, and that didn't happen now, so yeah, that is, that's already starting out to be very good. Right, so this is without a synchronize, I get 2 frames. Let's see if I get, oh yeah, of course, if I use an adamant synchronizer, I get so many more frames that yield me a Sharpedo. So it's either gonna be a Sharpedo or a Whalmer. Probably gonna get a accidental shiny Whalmer. You know what? No, not just one. I'm gonna get multiple. You know how this goes, right? It's always the same. Alright, so I've babbled on for long enough. Let's start. I think you already know Italy sadly lost to Switzerland. Oh yeah, I did, and oh, you should have seen the face my father made. Felt really bad for him, actually. It was really sad, and he was upset, and he kept telling me that they played really badly, and I couldn't really comment on it since I wasn't at home when the match was playing. So I wasn't watching it, and I couldn't, like, I'm not very knowledgeable when it comes to football, so even if I watched the game, I couldn't maybe not tell you if that is indeed the case. But, well, they're home now, so I don't know if there's a game going on today. I didn't check, but if they do, if there is one, then maybe it's gonna honk. There's gonna be a honk festival tonight. Let's see. I've gone on a 5-mile walk. Oh wow, in the past 2 days. Oh, it's excellent. It's good for the legs. Really good. I mean, if you look at the science, and I know Kaiser comes in, I don't need to tell you because you definitely know it. You're in the medical field after all. But the amount of steps we do on a daily basis is for most people not enough, and that is quite worrying, isn't it? It's, I mean, quite a few doctors have told me that it worries them, and it might be a larger factor into why we have so many cases of obesity. Not just that, of course, there's also factor nutrition, lifestyle choices, and other things, genes. But of course, I mean, humans are persistent predators. We were made to, or we evolved, I think that's more accurate. We evolved to basically follow prey around until it was exhausted. So we weren't the fastest runners in the animal kingdom, definitely not, but we were the most persistent. And it's just in our nature to have a lot of steps per day, so it's always great to see when people do it. I also try to increase the amount of steps I do, but usually just in general I am already a person who walks a lot. Quarterfinals are crazy. Spain versus Germany and France versus Portugal. Oh, it's gonna be a honk festival then. That's gonna be very interesting. Well, last Saturday, I couldn't stream, but let me tell you, we had a massive thunderstorm in Luxembourg. So much so that the Luxembourgish government actually texted, I received a text from the Luxembourgish government to please stay inside. There's a orange level alert because of the thunderstorm. And yeah, it was pretty extreme. And now it's like it never happened. It's very, very strange. Like last Saturday, all hell broke loose, so to speak. Not broke, sorry. And now it's very calm. No wind, 14 degrees Celsius. Yeah, it feels like in April, you know, where the winter, where the weather, not the winter, the weather just keeps changing. Like someone put it in a random weather generator. Oh, hey there, Fiery Chameleon. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Remember, this is the second month that you're a Patreon, so you can ask for a lot of shinies now. And shout out to my Patreons, the Fiery Chameleon and Kaiser Kamazin. And this is a normal Whalmer. Oh wait, what am I doing? I'm stupid. I forgot to, I set Pokéfinder with the synchronizer and I'm not doing that, so... Wow. Already the first fail. Nice. So yeah, maybe do always check if everything is set correctly. But never mind that. Could have been a shiny Whalmer still. Spain versus Germany and France versus Portugal is on July 5th. Ah, okay. So in 2 days. And Turkey versus Netherlands and England versus Switzerland on July 6th. Okay. Turkey, Netherlands, yeah, that's all. It's all countries, maybe except for the for Switzerland, where we have a lot of them where I live, and they're definitely gonna honk. We've had horrible storms every day for the past few days here recently as well. Oh boy. I mean, hopefully nothing too bad happened. I know in Luxembourg, like we are a small country. And if it just so happens that the emergency services have been called 500 times in one night, like within a couple of hours, 500 times for such a small country. Some people got their car smashed because a tree fell onto it. Like, imagine your car getting destroyed because a tree just demolished it. And that means that the winds were sufficiently strong enough to knock over a tree, which, I mean, trees are literally rooted into the ground, and they weigh a lot. So it was definitely something of a... Yeah, it was a extreme storm. That nothing happened to any of us. All we did was, at least it was in my parents' house, my apartment didn't have anything, was a bit of water, not a flooding, but it was a bit of water came into the garage, but it didn't do any damage, luckily. We had a tree come down near my house recently. Apparently the tree was dying, but still. Yeah, it's a... I mean, if you're unlucky and you're under that tree and it falls on you, it's over, you know? And there have been trees falling on other stuff as well. Storms were pretty strong. Also saw birds panicking. My heart broke for them. Like, desperately trying to seek shelter somewhere. And the thunders were really loud. Was really... And it's funny because on the day before it was a very sunny day with almost no wind and no cloud whatsoever. And then suddenly it just became a extreme storm. Like if someone just hit a switch. Bought an amazing gaming console on Steam Deck that can run PlayStation, Xbox, PC, Nintendo Switch games and free online subscription for only $320. Oh, you have a Switch, not a Switch Deck, what the hell? A Steam Deck. Congratulations. Yeah, these are really nice. My husband also has one, and yeah, you can even emulate Windows on it if you know how to do it. And Linux as well. I've seen people pull it off. So that's definitely nice. And then you can maybe also have some Pokemon ROMs on it as well. Well, have fun with your Steam Deck. It's definitely, I mean, from what I see, my husband uses it quite a lot. Especially during travel. That's a normal Sharpedo. This time with the adamant synchronizer, not forgetting that one again. But yeah, it's pretty cool. He now can play Team Fortress 2 on the go and Fallout on the go. Yeah, I mean, he has a very large gallery of Steam games because that's usually how Steam goes, you know? There's... How many games do they have in their repertoire? Has to be hundreds of thousands at this point. You can play all the Valve classics on the go. And yeah, you can also play Xbox and PC, Nintendo Switch games on it, if you know what you're doing. I think the base runs on Android, if I'm not mistaken. Like that system. Over 8,000 games, yeah. And that's Steam only. So all the PlayStation and Xbox games and Nintendo games that you could emulate on it, that number just jumps up even higher, you know. Do you already know what games are you gonna play first? Like, which ones? What else is my husband? Yeah, Half-Life as well. Team Fortress 2. You can play Portal. You can play Universe Simulator even. That is a thing on Steam. Oh, and he also has, like, there's so many games that you can have. It's incredible. So do you have the normal version or the OLED version? Like apparently there's two versions. One of them, like the name suggests, has the OLED screen and the other one doesn't. Getting Pokemon Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet, and I'm getting Dark Deception. Those are games in my mind, but there's more to come. Alright, Oh, the OLED version, so the better version. Nice. For only $320? Isn't the OLED version around $500 usually? Because if so, you even made a great deal, so wow, lucky you, Ahmed. That's definitely a good thing to have when you have school holidays, you know? You have plenty of time you can game. My husband has not the OLED version, the normal screen version. So LCD. But it was secondhand because a friend of my brother, my brother has so many friends, he's a real social butterfly, he has hundreds of friends. It's, you know, it's being in such a small country, he knows almost everyone. And my mother is like that as well. You can't really go anywhere with her without, in Luxembourg specifically, without someone going, hey, and then there's a discussion with someone you probably haven't seen before. I'm the only one in my family who isn't really like that. But yeah, he sold his Steam Deck for a reduced price because he wanted the OLED version. But he had the LCD version and then he sold his OLED version, and that's how my husband came to own a Steam Deck. And yeah, win-win. He got his and my husband now has a Steam Deck that he uses, and he doesn't really need the OLED version. Yes, but still they didn't say how I did do in my exam, so I'm living a horror movie now, waiting game. Oh, you still don't have your results? I see. Yeah, I know, that is definitely, that doesn't feel good. Gave me anxiety as well, in high school and in like when I was a university student, definitely. Welcome back. Oh, you're going through the summer psychosis right now? Oof. Don't tell me there's a sequel with autumn anxiety or whatever. Hopefully you're going, hopefully it won't be too emotionally turbulent. So hopefully, Ahmed, that will also help you, maybe get rid of that anxiety. But I really hate that when you have to wait so long for the results. Oh god, I always severely dislike that. And well, I can't really say that I got summer psychosis. Not really sure what you mean by that, but I don't assume it's something too fun. But I do unfortunately have not seasonal depression. Usually I feel worse in the winter, definitely. Funny because I'm the Nordic phenotype and yet I prefer summer and sunny weather. Okay, something's doing some weird noise outside, no idea what that is. Autumn anxieties, winter worries, spring suffering and summer psychosis. Oh jeez. Fun for the whole family. It's weird now. I mean, we had last week was about 30 degrees Celsius every single day, and now it's 14 degrees and it's overcast. But not a single gust of wind. After having such a turbulent Saturday. I was getting all into the summer mood and then it suddenly, temperatures just randomly dropped 10 degrees. No, I see. It's gonna be back. So the warm weather's gonna be back next week. So this week's gonna rain. Alright. Having a kind of a British summer, and then we're having a super heat summer, and no transition in between. Just this, and then the other week you get the other thing. Interesting. But weird. I don't know if you watch a TV show, The Good Doctor. No, but I'm aware of it. Isn't that the show where the doctor is autistic? There was an episode where Dr. Sean failed to save a newborn, so he ended up crying funny because the way he cried is the same as the year I fail. Oh. Well, that must mean that it was a real painful crying. Jeez. So you saw yourself in that situation. Yeah, sometimes there's some actors where I think they might have gone through something really bad, because their screams feel very real. That definitely, I've come across that in TV shows and movies. My OCD just causes me to obsess, and wow, who would have thought that romantic feelings for someone would make that worse? Yeah. I feel bad for you. Hopefully that will get resolved soon. Well, I could deal with that right now. Oh, you need so much strength to deal with that situation alone, even if you don't have anything stressing you out in parallel, you know. Just having a good life and then having to deal with romantic feelings for someone that may not be reciprocated. Oh, geez, brain, what's wrong with you? But yeah, that in and of itself is already so much emotional pain. And it feels heavy in and of itself, and then you, on top of that, having other things to deal with. I feel you. That must be tough. Yeah, you cried the same way he cried. The cry was real? Yeah. An ugly cry. There's not that it is ugly or it makes you ugly, but it's more a crying that's genuinely from terror, from sorrow, from desperation, from any other such synonyms. Despair. So it's just like such a mental strain. Can't stop thinking about them. It's horrible. Yeah. It's so hard getting over that as well. You're stuck in denial for so long and can't really rationalize yourself out of it, at least from my experience. That was almost never achievable. But then again, when I had to deal with such things, like falling in love with the wrong person, so to speak, well, I was a teenager or a child, and I even had less emotional maturity than I have today, obviously, because my brain wasn't fully formed yet. But that already was still a heavy burden. There's a quote that says, "Expectations is the enemy of happiness." Yeah, if your expectations are too high, then you're always gonna get you're always going to be disappointed. There is definitely truth to that. And I have to remind myself a lot to not do that mistake. Because I want something to happen there, but obviously my brain with its obsession will make things worse. Like constantly tempting me to message them, or getting depressed when they don't respond. Yeah, oh boy. Hate having OCD, it's horrible. Who knows if they'll even reciprocate those feelings, but my brain will torture me either way. Yeah, it's a stupid Twilight kind of situation where you're stuck in a in-between limbo kind of position, and it doesn't matter what choice you pick, it's always gonna be hurtful. Can't speak of having OCD, but I do know how it feels like having intrusive thoughts, or just not being able to get rid of certain thoughts. I mean, autistics have that as well. Just a lot of neurodivergent people. It's not necessarily exclusive to OCD. But yeah, I can definitely speak from experience. Obsessing over thoughts, you just get trapped. I know it sounds very weird if you've never had that experience, but it feels like you're trapped in thoughts, and there's constantly a loop going on in your head, and you cannot reason yourself out of that. It's just something like an earworm, but it's a thought worm. I guess you could say it like that. It's very strange, and most of the time not fun at all. Because it can be a very vicious cycle. And you can spiral down into very bad mental states really easily. But yeah, being an overthinker is not always a nice thing. Sometimes it might be a gift, but otherwise it could also be a curse, definitely. Makes it so much harder to get into a relationship because I'm always thinking about them. Yeah. OCD is intrusive thoughts to the max. Yeah, I've heard and I've read about it. Every second I'm thinking about them. Sleep and they'll appear as a side character in my dream. It's like a little work gnawing at my brain. Oh, a little worm. Oh gee, so it's... Oh boy, that is even... Yeah, that's very persistent. Yeah, it is like a worm, definitely. At least it's like what it feels to me. That's, you know, I've coached some parents who had neurodivergent kids, and I got chosen by some psychologists because they said I could put it into words that neurotypicals could understand. And that's how I explained to them that, yes, your neurodivergent daughter just has these thoughts. They just are stuck like in a loop, like an earworm, but these thoughts, they just keep reoccurring and reoccurring. You might act upon them, you might not act upon them, but that's not what the point is. The point is that they just reoccur constantly. And that might be something that is really hard to understand if you never had that. Well, I could make some parents understand. And because if you understand it, you can at least deal with it easier. But with OCD it is even, yeah, I mean, it's obsessive compulsive. They didn't choose these two words for nothing. Oh, there's a bird singing outside. It's already July, you know, when time is flying so quickly. Yeah, we're already... I've been streaming for half an hour already. Doesn't feel like it at all. So let's hope that I get the Shinies that are in the thumbnail. That would be nice. If not, I'm gonna hunt them. But if I do, I really have to get more into the battle video method. so that I can RNG manipulate shinies that I get very late. As in an hour or so. There's some interesting things I can get using that method, and that is not a shiny. And Eontimer doesn't want to give me the visual cue again, alright. Why does that keep happening? Oh, that's not... Yeah, that's a frame that I tested. Because it will give me a shiny nose pass, but that would be 11 minutes. And that's just such a long time to wait, especially considering that with nose pass, it's... No, I want the visual cue. With nose pass, you have to consider it's not brick break, sorry, rock smash RNG, and that is just so tedious. Imagine waiting 11 minutes and then not getting anything. Yeah, no thanks. Right, well, I'm going to rest, but the stream will be playing in the background, so if you need me, just mention politics or something. Alright, will do, Kaiser Kamazin. Yeah, get some good rest. Your nerves do need it. And your body does as well. Ah, finally. Ah, yes, the human brain. These little cells filled with water and fats and proteins and electricity, and they give us such ideas and thoughts about, obsessive thoughts about whatever. And they make you want to disassemble the RNG of a game to have differently colored virtual creatures. And now imagine explaining that to an alien. There I go again, take something very specific that exists within human society and then imagine explaining that to an alien. I really like talking about that for some reason. But it just is, you know. I just keep thinking myself that imagine showing an alien art. What would go through their head? Like what, or head? I mean, again, head. They don't have to have a head, right? Who knows how they're doing their quantum or consciousness computation, whatever they're gonna be. But it would definitely be, that's something I'm really sad that I won't experience that. I probably will not get an answer to that question. It's just so fun to think about. When I was making a rap, I was just listening to the argument the whole time. I actually had a similar experience myself. Went through a period of time where someone didn't really feel quite the same as my feelings, but partly why they didn't date me was because of me being in Australia and them being in America, and that really crushed me for 2 years. Okay, so a long distance relationship was not doable or feasible in this case, and I mean that already also opens up another can of worms. I mean, I'm all for it if both parties consent and agree to that and they want to do that, then yeah, you do what you want. But yeah, that it can complicate things, definitely. Right, 1 minute remaining. Nice. You know when you see someone you hate or who always been a jerk success by cheating and you work hard and you get nothing? That my feeling the year I failed at school. Yeah, I know how that feels, Amit. Definitely. I've been through it. I do not recommend it, but I mean, you can do everything right and still fail. And unfortunately, you can have idiots who were mean to you and good things happen to them and they don't deserve it. Unfortunately, things like that can happen. And it feels like crap Not gonna lie. So I hope that won't happen to you, Amit. Hopefully the school year that you'll pass. At least then you will have some kind of success. At least, I mean, there's not only academic success, there's also other successes. Seems to be a very psychological stream going on. My viewers just telling me their woes. I mean, I don't mind. Just know I'm not a licensed therapist, of course. But if asked for advice, I'll do my best. Right, I did have a unsuccessful broadcast now. But seeing as I get so many Sharpedo frames, still worth a try, definitely. So they're all gonna be female. Oh, there's a lot of them, wow. Ah yes, the wonders of using a synchronizer. Yeah, I could get a quirky one as well that would not last as long, but then, as in, I wouldn't have to wait as long, even though the difference isn't really that big, but still. But then that only gives me one single frame. And if I go for Whalmer... Yeah, I mean, I could... Odds are I hit a shiny Whalmer. Remember my relationship with God been not that good. I felt so much hate to ideas since I always ask why God isn't fair with me, why I work and I get dust while jerks succeed. Well, yeah, we're not telling you how to feel about religion. That's up to you. But don't think too much about it. It is very unfair. But just remember, you probably did not get the shortest stick. Because there's people who are much worse. And don't let it drag you through the mud too much. Don't do the same mistake I did. Just being angry about that, it doesn't get you anywhere. Anger, I find, is often an emotion that's very unproductive. So, instead of pouring your energy into anger, and I mean, you're justified for being angry, absolutely. Any normal human being would be angry, I think, because that is unfair and it's BS, definitely. But anger just isn't productive. Use that energy to better yourself. And that is time and energy well spent. Yeah, but unfortunately, often it is luck. Unfortunately, it's really... It is... Yeah, it's just that. Not really asking for advice or anything, just wanted to share my story or heard an angst from a couple of years ago. Luckily, I found a new friend who is very loving and caring to me. Ah, that's wonderful. That's nice. Aren't exactly partners, not just yet, at least it's entirely possible. And if not, I'm pretty satisfied with having them as one of my best friends. Oh, that's very good. That potentially just being platonic with them, that's completely okay. That's nice. Oh Jesus. Multiple ambulances outside. Oh, looks like... Yeah. A couple of them. Oh jeez. Always kind of a dreadful noise. Alright, let's see. Did I get lucky? No, not really. The shiny Relicanth, that's gonna be very annoying because... Well, I think I'm gonna get shiny Clamperls first. That always happened. It is what it is. I'll still try to hunt it. Because it's a very nice shiny. Unfortunately for this friend I'm mentioning, they have been going through a hard time with recently finding out they have cancer. Oh no. So I've been around as much as I can with them. Oh, that's so kind of you. That's wonderful. Oof. Oh boy. Cancer is not... Well, I mean, I don't... If I say cancer is not fun, that would be the biggest understatement I made in a stream, I think. So hopefully that person will beat the cancer. Hopefully it's not something that's at a very late stage, or at least some types of cancers are easier to treat than others. So fingers crossed that will turn out to be good. No, I couldn't imagine how I would react if, like, imagine living your life and then you get that diagnosis. Now, of course, in Europe, you wouldn't get bankrupted by cancer, but I still wouldn't want to have cancer. I mean, who does, right? That's... No, I was just about to read your message, Amit, but then you removed it. So, feel free to retype it. Or not. I see the topics for the stream are already morbid. Not that I mind, but it's funny that it keeps happening. If I ever become a movie director, if I ever wish to get real tears, I will tell my actors your family just died. Oh yeah, that remembers me, that you reminded me of something. Is a short video clip on the internet. I think you can find it on YouTube, where there are male models and then someone like I think a shooting director, he says, oh yeah, your dog just died, please emote. And the actor just cannot emote correctly, as in he looked mildly annoyed, and you wouldn't look like that if someone just came to you and said your dog died. Do you really think you'd be annoyed? Just, you reminded me of that video. It's early stage. Oh, okay. At least there's that. It's not a deadly cancer. It's a type of skin cancer, but it's still very life-scaring, as it lessens their life expectancy. And according to her, the doctor said it's only going to get worse and worse, but not deadly from what I'm seeing or hearing. Oh, okay. Still, my condolences. Oh, you know that, that video clip? Yeah, it's just, that's not a appropriate reaction to hearing that message. Well, the video about Kevin, your dog just died. I think it was, I don't know what the name was, but I just remember your dog just died, and then the actor just looking mildly disappointed. That's so macabre. Like, your dog just died. That doesn't... That's tragic. You should be shocked or crying and not be like, oh well. Get a new one then, I guess. Let's see. One rod cast failed. Second one succeeded. Does a sexy pose. Yeah, it looks like Vogue magazine just said, okay, look into the camera. I'm gonna take a couple of pictures. Skin cancer, thankfully, is fairly common and treatable, but scary nonetheless. I mean, every cancer is scary. Yeah, some are scarier than others, though. But isn't that a very common thing in Australia? I've heard that it's or at least I've read it in studies that studies pertaining to skin cancer. Like, I saw so much data from Australia. You guys have been, you seem to have, you are the nation with the most cases of skin cancer. Because, I mean, it is a very hot and sunny country and continent as well. And there's a lot of white people living there who are not the phenotype or client that are exactly ideally accustomed to such a climate. So you end up having a lot of sunburns, or in the worst case, skin cancer. Just make sure that even if this cancer goes into remission, that they always continue their checkups to make sure it hasn't returned or metastasized. Oh, that would be very scary. Wasn't even mildly disappointed. He just sighed, looking at the ground for a second, and then looks at the camera with a sexy poke, effing amazing. Yeah, it's I love that clip as well. It's funny. I don't even know, like, from what it comes from. Probably some kind of model, you know, show where they have contestants and they get eliminated and so on and so forth. Probably trash TV, but it's pretty funny, that scene. That's the only scene that I know because it's such a meme. Sunny countries with predominantly light-skinned population will have lots of cases of skin cancer. Yeah, I was watching something about skin cancers. Or not watching, just doing research, looking up studies and meta-analysis. Because I have very fair skin. And on some parts I'm albinistic because of the vitiligo or vitiligo, however you pronounce it. And that's when I came across so many cases are in Australia. I mean, just if you want to Google it, it's just insane how many cases there are in Australia specifically. Hopefully Kevin won the show at least. Yeah, it's a good question if he actually won it or not. I guess if you want to be a model, you also need to be somewhat of a good actor. Good, yeah. It's good that they get the they should get that checked out periodically. I also get my skin checked every year. Because on the, I mean, I do have patches on my skin that will never be brown. Or, I mean, I don't even, to be fair, I don't even tan, really, with or without vitiligo. But it does increase the risk of sun cancer if, not sun cancer, what am I saying? I'm gonna restart again. Of skin cancer. So in case I do get a sunburn on there. So I do, just to be absolutely sure, I just let a dermatologist check it every year. And it's pretty good. I have a dermatologist who is specialized in pigmentation. And I mean, sunscreen is just one of the best creams you could possibly get. People underestimate the damage UV radiation from the sun does to your skin. Especially when you're in a country like Australia. But yeah, I agree with you, Kazakhamazin. I mean, if you just have that once, you always have that basic fear that it's gonna come back or that it's gonna spread or something like that. I think that fear cannot be taken, unfortunately. So you're gonna have to live with that, so I wouldn't wish that upon anyone. It's bad enough already, as it is. Well, I hope that person won't have that much trouble or any trouble with said skin cancer. Well, I know that sounds maybe a bit weird, but at least it's not pancreatic cancer or brain tumors. You know, there's cancers where the fatality rate is really high, and from what I understand from medicine and cancer in general, cancer of the pancreas is almost always fatal. Uh-oh, I'm filled with radiation killbinds. Well, it's not on Fallout level, to be fair, but still, don't underestimate it. I mean, funny thing, I got a sunburn while we had an event in Luxembourg where there was a park where kids could come. We had a thing where you could climb up something. Like, it was basically like these jumping castles. Is that what you call them? They're like blow-up castles, and you can. It's for kids where you jump in them, and they're very bouncy. But it's that, but for like an inflatable climbing wall. And we had other things, making your own pottery, like a lot of things. And one of them was one activity where I was part of. At least I taught people how to do that. Is we had solar telescopes, and they were facing towards the sun. And with one, you could see the solar coronal ejections. So anything the sun ejects into space, you're gonna see that. And the other one was for the sunspots, so you could see the magnetic dark spots that can appear on stars, such as our sun. And while I was doing that, that was the day where I got sunburned. I didn't apply my sunscreen good enough, and on spots where I have vitiligo, I got a sunburn, unfortunately. But funny, I was explaining kids and some adults how the sun, like what is the sun made out of, and how do sunspots appear, and be careful with UV radiation, and then I get a sunburn, stupid star. The irony. That was the thanks she gave to me. Oh yeah, talk about it. Those sorts of cancers, like extremely scary. Yeah, it's. I mean, I did read this. I think those papers came out this year actually, where one scientist, I forgot the name, but I think you can, by googling certain words, you can find it pretty quickly. It was a scientist who himself had a kind of brain tumor, and because of a technique he invented, a certain type of brain tumor, now the mortality rate has fallen. And that was one of the best science news that I read this year. So at least there's that. Not every brain tumor, but apparently with pancreatic cancer it's almost always game over. And that is scary. I mean, some cancers are thought to be entirely random. Maybe even, and this might sound crazy, but maybe they are quantum fluctuation of genetic code, and that just turns into cancer as a kind of chain reaction. That's basically winning the anti-lottery. It's scary to think about. That's why I'm right now, I changed the way I live. I would say I live a bit more hedonistically, but in the way that I live in the moment, I live for the moment, and I really try to enjoy as much of my health as I possibly can, because I know that I'm not gonna be healthy and young forever. And there's people that can't walk, that have cancer or something like diabetes, and I'm just doing the most of what I have. Hey there, you, welcome to the stream, how you doing? Very short name. UV radiation, ultraviolence radiation. Doom Eternal music suddenly plays. Yeah, it would be fitting. Pancreatic cancer has a 12% survival rate. Yeah, that's very low if you compare it to breast cancer, which has a survival rate over 90%, I think. What do you do when you're angry and you try to calm yourself? I calm myself by punching everything and destroying anything I see in my way. I don't know if that works. The way I do it is the 5 things I method, if you know what that is. It's basically name 5 things that you can hear, 5 things that you can see, 5 things that you can smell, 5 things you can feel. And that's like a grounding exercise in psychology, where you just focus on your environment and your whatever your consciousness just receives, and then that can actually steer you away from anger. People stop texting me now. And if that doesn't work, you can also try breathing techniques to a bit stabilize your sympathicus parasympathicus system. That can also help. I think that one, at least for me personally, helps me more with anger. The 5 things I can see, hear, smell, whatever, taste, that usually helps me more with anxiety. But you can try that. You can also Google with the breathing technique, the sniper breathing technique. It's where you breathe in for 3 seconds, you hold your breath for 3 seconds, and then you exhale for 6 seconds. You can try that, or a deep breathe in, like 5 seconds, and then 7 seconds of breathing out. There's multiple techniques, but maybe try one of these. Maybe they help. They have helped me before. There's so many cancers too. Yeah, it annoys me when people just say, why isn't there one solitary cure for cancer? I mean, they don't know, they're not aware of the fact that there's so many kinds of cancers, and so many things can cause cancer. Some are genetic, some are not. There's just a myriad of ways how they can emerge, and there's just not unfortunately there doesn't seem to be a one-way ticket to cure all cancers, unfortunately. But maybe, who knows, in the future maybe that will be possible. Maybe we will be able to reprogram cells, and then imagine if the cancer just spreads and then you could program for them to die, but only those and not the healthy cells. And then you can program, okay, produce more stem cells, so healthy cells will be produced again. You're cured, but unfortunately we can't really do that. At least not yet. There are a lot of parts of the cell that prevent cancer. Despite this, it's still scarily common. Yes, I mean, statistically speaking, the longer you live, the more likely it is that you'll maybe one... I mean, who knows, maybe one of us already had one cell with cancer, but luckily enough it got destroyed before it could, you know, multiply. Do you know somebody changed? Help me. Oh, you don't... You want to rename yourself? I think you can do that in your settings on YouTube. You can actually do that. So maybe try that. Tons of genes with sole purpose to prevent the development of cancer. Yeah, I was surprised. There were quite a lot. Takes a ton of mutations as well, not just one or two like something either. Yeah, even then cancer still happens. Yeah. It's especially hard for me when I see children with that. That really hits hard. What? I didn't say that. Yeah, do you know somebody named... Help me. Oh my god, I just... Sorry, I completely misread your comment. Thank you for pointing it out, though. Yes, I do know someone named Help Me, who sometimes comes into my streams. Also known as... What was the other name? Something with Godzilla. And then... Polygon, I think. As well as we get older, we accumulate mutations, which makes cancer more and more likely. Also, our chromosomes shorten, so cancer becomes more likely as we lose genes. Ah yes, the good old telomeric limit. Yep, and definitely a thing. On a more cheerful note, there's animals that are seemingly immune to cancer, like whales. And I wouldn't want to believe that at first, but it seems to be real, that whales are so huge that their cancer gets cancer and then the cancer dies. I know that sounds ridiculous, but that's definitely what you could find. Is that you, or do you just know, Help Me, Jesus, Godzilla, so on and so forth, the guy with a million names? Alright, successful cast. Or what was it again? I think it was naked mole rats that just don't develop cancer for some reason. Scientists are stumped. They have no idea why they are immune to cancer, as their chances for getting cancer exponentially higher. Yeah, because if you are a large animal, you have more cells, and more cells, mathematically at least, statistically speaking, you'd have a higher chance to get cancer, and yet they don't. Hey there, Nomi, welcome to the stream. So many new names, or is it you, Jesus, or you, or Godzilla, or Polygon? So many names. There's a I don't know if you know, but Pokemon, there's official clothing articles that they make. And they recently, for the summer collection, released a dress, like a sundress with Magikarps on them, and I really want it, but I'm broke, so I can't really afford to randomly buy dresses like that, but it's wonderful. Who is that? I'm Mr. Crime. Oh, right. So, that is, someone who sometimes comes to my streams. That's who he is. But know me, that's a very funny name, though. My viewers got some very interesting usernames, like human name, know me, Jesus, you. Hope human name is doing alright though. Oh, unfortunately 1 hour and yet no shiny yet. That is... Well, I mean, fishing RNG, that's why I'm not too much a fan of it. It's sometimes pretty inconsistent. I mean, I always use the delay one and it has given me results, but still, it's much better than Rock Smash still, but I always prefer Sweet Scent, that's the best one. So let's see if this one's the right one. Nope. Get a Whalmer again. I think this is also close to where I gotten the shiny Corsola. But you need another rod for that one, I think. Or at least it's on the route right next to it. Let me check. Good rod, Pacific Town. No, that doesn't give me anything. Alright, it was the route right next to it. But that's not where we're hunting right now, so... Sharpedo it is. At least what I could also do is I would go underwater. Hope that I get the Relicanth. And then come back and try for a quirky Sharpedo. I think, if I'm remembering this correctly, I do need a adamant synchronizer for the Relicanth, or else I don't get a Relicanth frame at all. Gonna check it again though. Underwater route 124. Synchronize nothing. And then I get a single one. But if I have a synchronizer, I get more, so... Wait, so Nomi, you are also help me, but isn't help me also Jesus? Like, wow, how many accounts do you have? You're doing the equivalent of doing double team, you know? It's so many accounts and I don't know which one is the right one. Or the original one, I guess. But yeah, I can do that. Let me just check if I could get a quirky one. Nope, no quirky Relicanth, alright. Adamant it is. Like so many of my shinies are adamant. Usually the one from my French Ruby or Emerald, they tend to be adamant. I've been banned by a lot of platforms, so I have a lot of accounts. Alright, that... that makes sense then, definitely. So, how are you doing today? Do you still have school? Or is the summer break already there? Really depends on the country. There's so many different holidays sometimes, especially on different continents, where they might also have completely different customs or holidays. But I always like asking because I want to learn more about holidays in other cultures. I have the ban of Twitch, Discord, Twitter, Reddit, Fortnite, Rocket League. Oh jeez. How come you're getting banned so much though? Alright, let's see. No. Alright, I'm gonna go for the underwater one. Just for a change of scenery. Alright, do I need you? It's a shiny Plottle that I gotten on my German Ruby for the shiny only challenge. And I've cloned it, traded, or at least trained it. And it has a, I mean, that way I can use Thunder Wave. That's pretty practical. Alright, I don't need you. You, yes, alright. That should work. Hate speech, hacking, being homophobic, trolling. Oh well, I mean... Oh, what am I doing? I need the surfer and diver. Stupid. I mean, yeah, that's actually... Then have you tried not being homophobic? I think that would help. Alright, so let's use a shiny Sharpedo that I have. And maybe later I'm gonna catch another one. But I use it as a diver. I gotta find the right spot, which I always forget. Can be a big piece of poo-poo sometimes in video games I play, but I don't think I've ever been banned from a game before. I've never been banned from a game. Is it this one? Ah, there we go. Hop on TF2, bro. That place never bans people. I know people who were banned on that. On there, definitely. Alright, so the delay is 261 since we're doing Sweet Scent. And then let's go for the shiny Relicanth now. So hopefully that one will show up. Most likely I'm gonna get a shiny Clamperl. Also banned from BO2. Well, I'm not surprised for homophobia you get banned, but I think that's correct. But why go online, play video games and then be homophobic? Or do you just like trolling? I've been banned once on a 2-Fort community server when I was 10, that's about it. Oh boy, 2-Fort memories. Let's see if this is gonna be a Clam Pearl Fest or not. Oh, do you mean Black Ops 2 by BO2? I assume so. Yeah, okay. But I've heard that Black Ops 2 is very ban heavy. But then again, if you troll, well, I mean... Black Ops 2 is a good COD game. Is it your favorite? No, there's a Black Ops 1 as well. I mean, the first one. No, Call of Duty is kind of like Pokemon or FIFA games, as in they're essentially you're always buying the same game. But that's okay because that's what you're looking for. You want a new iteration of the formula. How is BO2 ban heavy? That game is long dead. Yeah, but didn't it used to be ban heavy? At least that's what I've been told. Hey there, Blind Lifts. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Shiny hunting Rayquaza with the runaway method in Emerald. Oh, good luck on that. Shiny Rayquaza is definitely worth it. I've also hunted one on this channel, live. And I caught it in a luxury ball. And it has perfect IVs in attack, defense, and speed. Really nice Rayquaza. And one of the best shinies ever, so fingers crossed that you get it. Either Black Ops 1, WAW, or Black Ops 2 are my favorite. Right, exactly. Maybe it used to be when it released. At least that's what I've heard, but I could be wrong. But yeah, it's been since kind of abandoned, hasn't it? Right, about 1 minute remaining. Back in the good days, making people are great existing. Luxury ball, you have so much patience. Yeah, I mean, I did use the cloning glitch to get a lot of luxury balls. And then I transferred them to Pokémon Emerald. You can mass transfer items via Pokemon Box, and that's how I did it. Regret. Just created a new method of trolling. I will tell you how it is. Oh boy. My boy Ahmed right there, engineering new ways of trolling. What's up, guys? A fiery chameleon here, and we're gonna get banned in Yana's chat in 4 seconds. Well, it depends on what you type. Missed the old Xbox 360 days for real. Say Chinchu. I'm here for a Relicanth. Shiny one. Do you have an Xbox One? Or a modern... Do you have a modern Xbox, Fiery Chameleon? Or is it just not the same? Beast Churger, yes. Actually, I had a Beast Churger today. At least a cheeseburger. One of the rare days where I eat fast food, sometimes like once a month. You walk to someone and you say, "Can I have a minute of your life?" That person will think you're gonna ask him to sign something, or you're gonna ask him, all you do is you just wait for a minute. Do nothing but waiting. Yeah, that's pretty funny. I've been getting suggestions of shorts on YouTube where someone just has shorts going like today's mission, and it's trolling like that. It's nothing bad, but it sounds like something out of these shorts. Had a Series X one time, still have it actually, but you don't really use it that much then? When I was traumatized when people talked. Oh yeah, I've heard some really nasty things over. I mean, that is a given if you have strangers connected to a microphone and angry gamers. Ah yes, the good old days where some random teenager told me that he copulated my mother. Probably not. But yeah, you hear some really weird things on the internet. Like if you're playing online and the person asks you, what do you want to tell him having the minute you gave me? Mostly use it to play the old Gears of War games to play online. Other than that, play a game with my friends who have the Xbox. Alright. I mean, I don't have an Xbox. My husband has a Xbox 360 Slim. Or, no, not Slim, sorry, arcade version. Well, like, that's about it. I was always a Nintendo kid. I now have also a Sega Dreamcast, a PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 as well as a PSP. One said I'm gonna come to your house and make you gay. How do you make people gay? So after straight conversion therapy, which I don't like to call therapy, that's brainwashing, but whatever. Now you have 12-year-olds who will come to your house to make you gay. I just have that image of you in my head of some random 12-year-old who didn't like that you sniped him on Call of Duty, and then he comes to your house and makes you gay. It's just so ridiculous. I mean, was he really going to touch you? I mean, they just blurred out things like that. Because they're 12-year-olds who didn't really think about it. Rarely played online in the Xbox 360 days. Due to not having Xbox Live until 2013, so it was out of luck. Ah, I see. That's why I did not receive the events in Pokemon during the DS era. Because I was not allowed to use the internet back then. And yeah, unfortunately that meant me missing out on some event Pokemon. But luckily there's ways of getting that back. So pirate servers or action replay. Going to your house to make you gay. Bluffing. Yeah, the N-word or any other slur, that's also very common. Unfortunately. And then you wonder why like some of these are 8 years old, or like so young, and they know these foul words. Poor gits. Xbox 360 people made sure to keep their insults at peak shape. Oh, yeah, I bet. I mean, also in World of Warcraft, you also heard some really nasty things. That's why I don't want to play LOL or LOL or League of Legends. Because the kind of toxicity that gets spewed there, no thanks. No thanks. Not, I don't want that. I play games to have fun, not get yelled at. and someone calling me slurs. Now voice chat is so sensitive. Can't say that I don't really play games recently, or I haven't played games recently with a voice chat. So I couldn't say, but playing StarCraft WoW back then would have been wild. Oh yeah. But I mean, I played World of Warcraft very briefly as a teenager, just to see what the fuss was about. And because I was a girl, some guy gifted me gold. Just some random stranger gifted me gold in World of Warcraft. But other people just kept asking me, hey, if I want to be their girlfriend, and I was like, you don't even know me. They just, in general, acting very strange because they could make out that I was a girl. The original StarCraft was only like 10 years old back then. Yeah, or when I was playing Gary's mod, and there was a mod that I always loved to play, Ultimate Chimera Hunt. It was someone who made something, a game mode, like an arena game mode, with the characters from the Mother 3 game. If you've played Super Smash Bros. Brawl, you definitely know with New Pork City, that Ultimate Chimera, one bite and you're done. So you can play as the Chimera or the Pig Masks. So those are like pig soldiers. And I really like that mod. And once I got my first headset and I was like, okay, yes, I can join the voice chat now. And that was a mistake. Jeez, did I get trolled, or not trolled, but harassed because I was a girl. Being a girl on the internet be like, Mother 3, I am aware. Super Smash Bros. Yeah, I mean, they were like, oh my god, are you a girl? Girls don't play games. They do, and you get told that by people. I played video games since I was 2 years old, and at that point I was playing video games longer than they have existed. That was weird. And I got judged much harsher than other gamers. Like when I did a tiny mistake that was the worst ever, and girls can't game. And yeah, if they did it, well, insert your mom insult. Be a girl back in the 360 days, straight William E. Straight bullying. Yeah. But yeah, I can't say how it is today and nowadays. Either girls don't play games or have a horde of middle-aged men come flooding to your DMs or you on the server. Yeah, both happened. Still kind of like that, to be honest, unfortunately. And I don't get it, like, who cares what the gender is? Don't play video games with your genitals. That's probably gonna be a thing in the future, who knows? Knowing humanity, that will probably happen. But for now, no. And if you do, don't send me any proof. I don't want to see that. But there has always been a kind of toxicity in some gamer culture circles, unfortunately. At least I've seen it more, I've witnessed it more, being a girl, or being a woman, being female, whatever you want to call it. Sort of an instinct thing due to not many girls playing games being unattracted to men playing games, yeah. Don't even have a mic and I got banned from voice chat. How did you get banned from voice chat without a mic? Did you have like an offensive name? Because some games do that. When you have a very offensive nickname or username, you get banned automatically from voice chat. Creates a big chain reaction of having hordes of men flood to limited women on the internet. Oh, I also have that with my social media. I still get messages from random men around the world saying things like, hey, don't you want to cheat on your husband with me? And like, no, I don't even know you. And like, no way I'm gonna do that. But they think they have or, you know, they ask me if I'm a swinger. It just happens way too much. And it's very annoying at this point. Bro's collecting bands like Pokemon cards. Yeah, he's gonna have them all. The thing on Fortnite, if you report somebody, get banned from voice chat. Yeah, the things that happen to you when you're a woman on the internet. I also gotten, you know, let's say cucumber pictures that I didn't ask for. That I hate the most, when you get pictures like that. Or just harassment, basically. And I mean, on my socials, I'm literally in the picture right next to my husband. And you can make out that we're married, we're a couple, and they're like, hey, you can cheat on him, I'm cute enough. Why would you even send that to a stranger who you don't even know? I'm baffled. Like, why would you do that? Some even get very pissy or angry when you reject them, but like, hey, I'm married since a long time now. I've been in a relationship since 2010. Leave me alone. Still no shiny? 1.5 hours, no shiny. That's not good. Not even a shiny Clamperl. This stream had a lot of talking about love, and I always hated love, disgusting to me, but I love wishing to people a happy life. Well, you don't need to fall in love to be happy, definitely. I know people who don't have a partner or don't have love, like romantic love, and yet they're very happy. So yeah, you don't need that to define yourself. I wouldn't say disgusting, but then again, everyone's different. And if you feel that, well, that's the way it is then. It's because it's a stranger, the easier it is to get away with it. Yeah, but it's just... They don't have the courage to tell that to my face. If they could, but it's creepy, you know. And it doesn't get you the girl. So... is it just a small dopamine kick that they want? Don't have a partner at the moment. I'm pretty happy at the moment. Well, that's fantastic. One of the happiest people I know, I think I've already talked about that person on stream, is it's a asexual person who invested their energy into themselves, into their career, and they're one of the happiest people I know. They don't have relationship drama, and they don't give value to others' judgment of, you know, oh, how come you don't have a partner yet? Don't you want that? You know, no. He just lives his life and he's happy. Hate people who do treat life like you beaten the game when you got a partner. All that matters, being married and having a partner. Yeah, I mean, You don't want to know how many abusive marriages there are that look very nice and prim and proper from the outside, but you don't know what happens behind closed doors, you know? And I mean, I'd rather be single than be trapped in a abusive relationship. Definitely. I've seen people in abusive relationships. Yeah, not fun. Definitely not. Always very broken. With a lot of mental trauma. Bye, I don't want to get banned. Alright, Nomi. Bye-bye, and hopefully you won't get banned with wherever you log in next. But yeah, I really also don't like it what you said, Fiery Chameleon. Where people just say, oh, in order to have a successful life, you need this and this and this milestone. But no, that's not how it works. Everyone defines what makes your life wonderful. That's up to you to decide. Whether or not that includes getting married or having children or your own house. I mean, that's really up to you. Hey there, Arch. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? You back from fishing? Oh, you went to fish? Did you catch anything? Have to be really patient to fish. I was fishing for a shiny Sharpedo for about an hour, but no luck. Now I'm going for a Relicanth. Shiny and still no luck. Yeah, we were talking about women. More specifically, women in online, or girls in online gaming chat. Voice chat. I explained how when I joined such voice chats, I got harassed because, oh god, it's a woman, it's a girl. Or, you know, when I just got judged much more harshly than all the others. When I did a teeny tiny mistake, they were like, oh my god, see, women, girls can't game, you are bad, you suck at the game, blah 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 blah. And when they did the same mistake and you pointed that out, they kind of threw a tantrum. Follow me, know me. Let's see if James can make it. Still got stuff to do. Hopefully he can. So Arch, how's been these couple of days? How have you been? Yeah, the waiting time, I got a bit used to the ones in Sapphire and Ruby, which are much shorter than 4 minutes. I can't do a plug. Oh god, it's a woman when the Chinese username appears on the opposite end of the game. Yeah, my Steam username is Pink Hypergiant, which doesn't exactly convey the gender immediately, and let me tell you, when I hit the hotkey for the voice chat, everything went silent, and then tons of voices were like, oh my god, are you a girl? Pretty good. I guess nothing much has happened. Probably gonna get my girlfriend shouted out by a singer she loves. Oh, which one would that be? Which singer? Cause yeah, shoutouts. Definitely no. I have Steam, yeah. Since over 10 years now, I think. I used to play like what you get on Steam, the orange box, which included Team Fortress 2, Portal, Half-Life 1 and 2, what else? like a universe sandbox that I really like. Also, it's not it's not really a game. It's more like a simulator where you, for example, what would happen if Earth had 3 moons? You can do something like that. And then other things, I also have Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on Steam. And Sonic Adventure 1. Skyrim. And then a whole bunch of others. You know, with Steam summer sales, you get things for very cheap. Guys, is Yana a girl? Imagine if she was. I refuse to elaborate further about singer shoutouts. Alright. Do you guys like dungeon crawlers in God? Which God do you mean? There's a lot of them. And which dungeon crawlers do you mean? There are also multiple dungeon crawlers. At least things that are called that. Right, let's see. Come on. I want at least the first shiny for the stream. Give me that. No? Alright. Cheapest rice and top-down shooters. Allez? What? Oh no, wait, what am I doing? No, don't. I'm doing that again. Shiny Relicanth, you should definitely show up. I don't want another stream where no shiny appears. Sometimes that happens, unfortunately. I didn't want to open the Pokédex. Probably gonna change into Puzzle. And then Thunder Wave it. And then try to capture it. If I remember correctly, Relicanth has a self-damaging move around the level that it will appear on this route. And that's gonna be, yeah, body check. That's gonna hurt the other one. At least it's not called that in English. It knows takedown. So I do need to be careful. And now I realized Rosina might not have been the best choice, but still, the puzzle using, when I have paralyze and takedown, that should work. With a dive ball, that's definitely gonna work. Or at least a net ball or a dive ball, either one. Yes, takedown, yeah. But the attack body slam is still in English pronounced, or not pronounced, but translated as body slam as well. But body check isn't. That one is takedown. Sometimes I mix those up. But yeah, I do need to be careful with that. As it knows that, so if it has, if it only has 1 HP left due to false swipe, then it's gonna, that could be potentially a shiny fail, so I'm probably not gonna use Rosina. Wanna hear the in-game music? I wanna hear the Gen 3 Reggie's theme. I guess I could play music. I mean, one thing that's stupid now about this recording thing is that for some reason the sound from the Dazzle doesn't want to, like, OBS doesn't want to capture that. I don't understand why. Still haven't found a solution to that yet. But I don't think there's something against playing it in browser. I think that should work. Let's see. Well, let's hear. Oh geez, that was loud. I don't know if you've heard it that loudly as well. So do you hear music or not? I mean, I do hear it, and OBS is showing that there's something going on, but I might have to change the settings a bit. Okay, I'm trying to, I don't know, find a good... You faintly hear it? Oh, you do hear it, so it's not... not too loud, so... You hear it nicely? Alright, let's do that then. Once heard a chiptune Gen 3 Reggie's remix, it was so good. And there we go, accidental shiny Clamperl. Oh boy, I knew this was gonna happen. It was just an eventuality. Alright, so I found the right volume, that's good to know. And yeah, that works. As long as I can hear the Eontimer, then I'm all set. All said and done. Alright, so I've gotten a Clamperl and it's level 21. Oh, which one? I think this one. Yeah, I think it has to be this frame. At least that would make the most sense. I'm gonna go with this one. Still gonna catch it because, I mean, I'm not gonna run from shinies. I would rather you hunt them, but I hear it nicely. Yeah, I will definitely do that. There's, how do I say it? I actually put that on my Discord. Ah, there we go. So, shiny Clamperl got caught. Alright. Of course, that's what was going to happen. It's just an eventuality, as I already said. So at 147 something. Right, so let's save and then try again with the calibration. Oh, hey then, Nikos. Paraskevopoulos. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Welcome to the stream, how you doing? Tropius learns body slam? Yes, I think so. But yeah, what I was going to say on Discord, I asked you guys what would be the best day for the Reggie challenge that I want to set, where I try to get every single shiny Reggie in one stream, and they're gonna be square shinies. So if you have a good date where I can do that, then definitely post that in the chat. Why am I hearing Reggie music with a Perlu or Clamperl? Well, because Arch requested it. If you have another request and I'm allowed, as of copyright, to play it, then go ahead. Actually, I'm now in the mood to play Pokérogue 2.0 and a Shiny Hunt. Well, good luck with that. But yeah, the Shiny Reggie challenge, I'm looking for a good date for that. That'd be fun. Basically me trying to get the Shiny Reggies in one stream, seeing how long that would take me. Thursday but Wednesday for you guys. Okay. Maybe you can see the thread on Discord, so you can either type your answers there or here in the chat. I think I'll also gonna do a poll on my channel on the community tab. We should hunt a shiny Dratini on September 15, my birthday. That would be possible. I would have to be doing the egg RNG on Emerald, or I would have to figure out Fire Red and Leaf Green RNG by then. So if I'll be able to do so, but I don't know if I can stream on September 15th yet. That much I don't know. But yeah, if you have another music request, then go ahead. This is... oh, it's a 30-minute version. But it needs to be copyright free, so can't really play anything mainstream. Pretty good solution considering that for now the in-game sound can only basically be played through the TV or recorded through the TV, and that just doesn't sound right. Only do you have an emulator which you can RNG manipulate on? No, I mean I have emulators but I don't use them. I basically almost exclusively play on retail. Right, what else? I mean, I did have a... oh yeah, now the music should be gone, but I remember having made a playlist with music that I am allowed to play while on stream, so let's put that in random. Why not? Unless you have a specific request, of course, then I'll look into that. If you want, I can get you a Fire Red Leaf Green copy Shiny Hunt ready for anything you want. Oh, thank you. I mean, I actually have Leaf Green and Fire Red as legitimate cartridges. And another shiny Clamperl. Oh, jeez. How many shiny Clamperls does it take to get a shiny Relicanth? It's gonna be the question. But yeah, I mean, you can give me the ROM if you'd like. Definitely. But I also have, I plan on RNGing my Italian Leaf Green that I have. And that's a real cartridge. Alright, so a level 31 this time. Well, could have been a lot of frames, I don't know. Just gonna assume it's this one. Okay, I'm out now. Bye, guys. Alright, bye-bye, Arch. See you next time. So, yeah, another... oops. Ball. Let's just use a dive ball. I mean... caught this thing in every single ball ever. Not really, but... there we go. Second Clamperl caught. Yeah, more shinies. Alright. Saved, and then let's try again. If there's an audio issue, you should definitely tell me, because I cannot hear if it is anything is too loud or not loud enough. At least not with the settings like I have them now. I like this song. It's called Hibernation Hacker by Zinger. Like some dude who made this. And you can play it copyright free. It's really nice. Very nostalgic. And this playlist is basically full of music I'm allowed to stream. But most of it is gaming music, as in from, especially from Sonic Adventure 1 or 2. Or what else do I got here? Super Smash Bros. Some Sonic Mania. Oh, and also Super Monkey Ball music is also really nice. Yeah, it sounds really nice. I can actually share the link. I like this part especially. This could also be a more an occurrence that just happens more often. I mean, I could definitely, instead of the in-game music just like that play in the background. Still relatively in the beginning of streaming, so I'll do the Italian method. Whatever sticks is good. I once emulated a better version of the standard Fire Red and Leaf Green that gives all the event content in the game and new content as well. Oh, nice. That's... Do you have the name of that? I'd be interested. If I learn assembly coding, I might actually go in or get into oh, that's Yoshi's story from Smash Bros. I might actually also get into ROM hacking if I learn the assembly coding language. I mean, I already know some coding languages, so it shouldn't be too hard. And there's some really nice ROM hacks that are out now. Like Crystal Clear or Pokemon Prism. Several Rogue versions. The Team Rocket edition is also very interesting. Playing the game from a completely different perspective as a Team Rocket member, and you can climb the ranks, and you can steal Pokemon from people. But apparently you can also try and challenge the gyms. It's interesting. And of course there's also Kaizo versions, so Kaizo meaning they're much harder. Some ROManks I have as printed Game Boy cartridges. It's pretty fun. Some of them are badly made though. The PC corrupts, for example. Okay, that doesn't give me a shiny. It's calibration 0 again, and then let's try again. Now that's from Sonic Adventure 1, the casino place. Really funky and jazzy. Also a fantastic soundtrack, I might add. Found the name of the ROM hack. Oh, okay. Pokemon Ultraviolet. Ah, I've come across the thing before. The name definitely. Just make sure to add in Fire Red as well, due to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet existing. Yeah. Ultra Violet Red. Fire Red. Nice. I'm gonna check that one out. Sega just knows how to make good music. Sometimes they have bad games, but even with a lot of their bad games, the music is still really good. You just have to give them that much, at least in my opinion. There's also apparently exists a Fire Red ROM hack called Pokemon Dark Violet, which is similar but harder. Well, there's some really edgy ones out there as well, which kind of, I don't know, the tone shift is kind of weird. And that's the trophy lottery theme from Super Smash Bros. Melee. Oh, I still remember when Melee came out. And I remember us buying it and then seeing the intro on the big screen for the first time. We were in awe. Because back then that kind of 3D, that kind of CGI looked really amazing. Especially compared to what we had before with N64 being the previous console generation of Nintendo. And just, I still remember it. I was like 7 years old. Ah, time flies. And yet Melee still has a very strong community. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rebirth is a fun, edgy Pokemon fanfiction. I've come across the term, but I've never read anything about it. Playing Slippy.net, you hear this theme upon booting the game up too. Oh yeah, that Slippy.net thing, what was that again? Remind me, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember. Right. Just as the music dies, and that's the flat zone from Melee as well. I like Mr. Game & Watch, he's one of my mains. The first half of Rebirth, I think it got worse around chapter 19 or so. Like I said, I can't comment on that, but I do believe you. Oh, and could you, oh no, you already sent me that, never mind. With a couple of beeps that you can still make such a bop. Still remember when I first saw, Mr. Game & Watch in action in Melee, and I knew who he was because I did see a Game & Watch in use before that, and I had the Game Boy Color Game & Watch gallery games, so I knew what he was supposed to represent. I thought it was a very interesting addition to the Smash Bros. Character selection screen. I mean, it's interesting, wacky to think about. It's a two-dimensional character who fights against three-dimensional characters. Definitely the odd one out, but that's what I like about him. First time in Brawl, his Octopus Final Smash looked a bit freaky. Yeah, that really made me laugh because I remember playing the mini game with the octopus. Alright, more melee music. Oh yeah, there's a lot of melee music in here. Should definitely add some more soundtracks to that. Hang on, since we are underwater, let's just go for underwater osts. Unless someone else has a request. Oh, it's restored even. I love that theme. Yeah, Melee is a fantastic game, definitely. Especially considering how rushed it was. Still managed to produce a really good game. I agree, Fiery Chameleon, Melee and Brawl are also my favorites for different reasons. Maybe a Mother or Earthbound Ost? Yeah? Have anything specific in mind? Welcome back, Kaiser Karmazin. Playing music now, so if the audio mixing isn't as good, then feel free to tell me. You've awoken from a deep slumber. Yeah, it's the year 3024 now, and I've been streaming for thousands of years. Thanks to specific implants. And you missed a lot. Sorry to say. Snowman from Brawl, Earthbound Mother. Okay, sure. That one, yeah. Immediately heard the music, I was wondering what that was. Yeah, I just hope the volume is adequate. Because the way of the way my headphones work with the microphone, I can't really hear that, but it appears to be just right. That's about a fraction of time for my immortal body, so worry not. Alright, that's good. I think this song from Donkey Kong was in the Doom one time. What wasn't in the Doom what, to be fair, but yeah. Swimming with the whales. Music can be a bit loud occasionally, but it sounds good. Right, unfortunately can't really... Or maybe I can. Hang on, OBS. Usually... Right, I've turned the music down a little bit. Is it better now? As in, the volume of my voice compared to the music? Maybe just a little quieter for me because I'm hard of hearing. I know what you mean. I don't have hearing problems, but because of the way my brain sorts through information, I often watch movies with subtitles, because when someone pours themselves a drink and it's like a fizzy drink, I hear that louder than the person talking in the movie, and then I don't understand what they're saying. It's perfect now? Ah, wonderful, wonderful. I remember when my brother and I, we were younger, when Brawl came out, he was always scared of the beginning of this music track. He always thought it was creepy. Gotta thank Smash Bros, though, it made me want to play Earthbound. And now I'm an Earthbound fan. I've played all the original trilogy. Of course, emulated first because they never released in Europe. But I have reproduction cartridges for the NES game, so it's basically the game, but PAL version. Same for the SNES version, so Earthbound I also have as a PAL SNES game. And then Mother 3 I played a emulated language patch. I never played it on the GBA, although I do want to change that. Smash Bros got me into Mother and Earthbound 2. Yeah, I think that was one of the best advertisements for that franchise ever. Kind of weird hearing such wintry music in summer, but I absolutely don't mind. Smash Bros. Brawl, hearing this theme for the first time in the Great Maze made me a sense of sorrow, emptiness. Yeah, definitely a vibe. I also really like the Subspace Emissary. Unfortunately, they did bring that back. That is really a shame. Would have loved a Subspace Emissary with more enemies from the franchises of the fighters instead of their own, but unfortunately that never really came out. Alright, what else? If no one has a request. Super Monkey Ball Ost is really nice. That's one of them, but I'm looking... Oh, there's so many good ones. Monkey Mall. Nope, not a shiny. Smash Bros. Brawl, hearing this... Oh yeah, I already read that, never mind. Was disappointed that Ultimate didn't bring it back. Yeah, very disappointed actually. Maybe from Legend of Zelda OT or Majora's Mask. Monkey. Yeah, that... Oh, those all also have wonderful music. Anything specific in mind? Monkey Gaming. Because they have a water world, and that would kind of fit. Since we are underwater, this one. Appears sleeping for thousands of years, has not been kind to my bank account. Oh no, didn't you get millions from the... Oh, that's unfortunate. That's too bad. If you ever watched Family Guy, I think that happens to Fry, because he had a bank account for hundreds of years, or if not, I don't know, thousands of years, 1,000 years, and then because of the fees, he got a lot of money out of that. The water temple, that would definitely fit. There you go. Now playing Water Temple. Everyone hated that stage. No one I know likes the Water Temple. They all have their complaints about that. That specific dungeon or part of the game. Spooky. Yeah, especially Majora's Mask is... I know this is not Majora's Mask, but I think the Legend of Zelda games for the N64 have some very spooky vibes to them. Last time I played Water Temple, never wanted to play OT again. You're not the first and not the last one to say that. Oh god, the Water Temple. Yeah, looks like I've I made some people remember some things. Leave for 1 second, Jan, and you're playing blasphemous music. Yeah, I'm really bad today. You hate the water temple? Main issue with water temple is that there isn't any combat or anything exciting in it. Yeah, it's more navigating and planning. People are angry with the water physics. But I think it has its place in the game. Tedious, yes. Annoying, yeah. Badly designed? Not so sure about that. Something can be frustrating or at least hard to pull off without being badly designed. Although maybe frustrating would not be the best choice of words in this case. N64 Zelda games had amazing camera shots and lighting. Oh yeah, that was really good, definitely. Especially for the time that it came out. Alright, 5 seconds. My favorite Zelda game by far is Majora's Mask. Beautiful game. Yeah, Majora's Mask is a really nice game. The N64 games in Zelda, they are really good, definitely. One among the best N64 games. And I'll do a reset, but then I'll be going to the bathroom. Shouldn't definitely not take 4 minutes, so I'm gonna be back. But I'm gonna hover over the sweet scent thing before I go. Alright, be right back. Alright, I am back. Another issue with the water temple is that there's supposed to be a little spot where the camera is supposed to reveal a little hole after doing a puzzle. Problem, the camera gets blocked off by the spikes, so most people don't realize there's a hole near the spikes. Oh, yeah, right. I remember that. Because of the camera, it kind of messes that up. Alright, so there's... If anyone has another request, then feel free to do that. It's a dungeon that almost works in my opinion. It's just a bit too ambitious for its time. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I see what you mean, definitely. I'm just playing this because... Goodness, Yana, you were gone for decades. It's now the year 4024. Do they have matter printers yet? If not, wake me up when they do, and wormhole technology and all the cool sci-fi stuff. This is a banger, yeah, certified banger, definitely. Meme to death at this point, but still. Also very specific vibes. Super Mario 64 Koopa Road is also amazing. Yeah, that's true. Can play that one later if you want. Alright, 5 seconds. No, no shiny. Oh, come on, Relicanth. Where art thou? This is gonna be another I have to do it multiple times to finally get them. Sadly, we don't have that yet. World War 17 set us back a bit. That and COVID too. Oh boy. More like COVID 5. Oh, oops. I didn't mean to. I didn't think it would interrupt. Funny how so much music is basically ingrained into our brains because of games. Humanity forgot about few COVIDs. Oh jeez. Right, Koopa Road it is. Oh, but that's not Mario 64. There we go. It's a 15-minute version. I remember when I was a really young kid playing this for the first time. Takes me back. Certified banger, definitely. A lot of these tracks are certified bangers, I would say. Wait, did I hear something else in the background? This is not a Givasaner meme? No, it's not. Get ready till you hear about Ronald Reagan's second presidency. That one is a yikes. I almost read that as pregnancy, but that wouldn't be much better now. Video game music just hits different. Older. Yeah, I mean, there's still some good modern bangers out there, definitely. Second President Ronald Reagan's 2.0, oh, as if one was already way too horrible. The world can't take another Ronald Reagan, definitely not. That's why they were, that's why you're backwards in the future. And no shiny. Gonna be a shiny Clamphole stream again or what? I hear something in the background that... I don't know if this is a subtle meme mix. Those sometimes get uploaded to YouTube. I know there's a YouTuber called Giva Sunner. Almost the same as Gilva Sunner, someone who used to upload video game OST. And he would just slightly change it so it would, I don't know, morph into the Flintstones theme or something like that. Or it would add very random sound bites to it, it really depends, but I hear people cheering outside. There's an underwater. Where's the Flintstones theme? Not saying it's in this one, but there's a YouTuber called Giva Sunner who's basically a troll who makes mixes like that. Hang on, I can send you the link of his channel. It's very funny. Okay, I think there's a match going on today. Or Silva Gunner. I have to be careful. No, there's something auto plays and then... Yeah. Sometimes his stuff is not offensive, but not really too family friendly, let's say. He really likes Flintstones, yeah. Sent it to you and you immediately said the same thing. It's a Vine Sauce Joel meme, yeah. Granddad Flintstones? It's when he played that weird Mario hack. That was strange. The composer for Donkey Kong Country, the games, those were some really good musical composers. Played a bootleg Mario game that was originally a Flintstones NES game, yeah, and had the Flintstones theme playing over 7 Granddad. Yeah, it was the weirdest thing ever. I really like his stuff. Or when he played Mario Paint, that was pretty funny as well. Seven Granddad, whatever that. Very strange. I also like the video where he basically he emulates Windows XP on a virtual machine, and then he destroys it with viruses and all that, and adware, bloatware, you name it. Very funny video. No, not the Pokédex, my bad, my bad. Put on Flintstones music or else points gone. Well, the original one I can't because that's copyright protected, unfortunately. It's a classic video. I laughed so much seeing that the first time. Yeah, me too. Windows destruction with Bonzi Buddy. And of course he had to pick the very annoying speech to text thing. Or text to speech, sorry. That's a very, yeah, that's a legendary video. One of my favorites. And there we go with water Diadox again. Why not? How old is that video now? It's been a while since it's out. I think Joel is still doing things, right? Still uploading to this day. It's over 10 years old. Oof. I felt that. Kaiser Kamazin, I felt that. Still posts videos occasionally. Yeah, he's such a legend. Also, the Mario Paint video, also one of my favorites. Remember seeing one of his videos where they bash movies and games like AVGN, and this one guy who does so for Family Guy was yelling at 6-year-old like they were badly made movie villains. Knew it was old but not that old. I watched that video for the first time when I was 14 or so, and even then it was already 4 years old or so. Yeah, there's some memes out there where I say, oh my god, I remember watching this, and then I also remember these videos are older than my niece and nephew. Kinda weird, if you think about it that way. Let's see. Let's see, is it a shiny clam pearl? Yes! Oh my god. Again, sure. I mean, I do want the, well, you know what I'm here, right? It's just cheese. used to watch JonTron videos where they're only a few years old and now they're over 10 years old. Oh yeah, I also, I'm also subscribed to him. Still watch his videos, I just don't agree with his political views, but otherwise... Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been watching him for over 10 years at this point, yes. Right, 25. Let's actually... I hit that frame, really? Okay. Then let's take that one and try that. Time flies, absolutely. Sometimes I forget that I'm 30 years old. I used to love JonTron and then his videos became overproduced and not funny, not to mention the politics. Yeah, the politics is the yikes part. Especially weird considering he's half Iraqi, I think. So him really drifting towards the right is kind of hypocritical, if you ask me. But he used to be really big compared to back then. Now, hasn't his YouTube channel has it tanked a bit, if I remember correctly. It doesn't make as much money off of it as he used to. Been watching JonTron since 2015. Yeah, I've been watching it since, I don't remember, 2012 or something like that. When did he start again? Don't really watch his newer videos though. 2010 to 2018, they're too overproduced and just not really as funny as they once were. Yeah, some of them aren't really that funny as they once were, that's true. AVGN though, I still watch and I think he's still doing what he does best. I really like his new reviews are still very good. Also AVGN, that's one of the YouTubers that I've been watching since 2008 or something. Maybe even earlier. Everyone used to know who JonTron was and now it seems like if they know him for the controversial stuff he said a few years back, yeah. Which isn't exactly a good thing for your career, especially if you have an internet career. A lot of his videos hold up. Yeah, that is definitely true. Or do you mean JonTron's or AVGN's? His newer videos just aren't as funny as his older videos once. Yeah, okay, so JonTron. AVGN is still hilarious. Yeah, definitely. And doesn't he have 2 kids now? And still remember when he said, yeah, he had his first daughter, and I think she must be a teenager now, no? Or at least like a 10-year-old girl. No one really mentions JonTron anymore, yeah. Like I said, I think his reputation, at least his career, kind of tanked. Right, 1 minute remaining. This is the water world from Donkey Kong Country 3. AVGN, while not as popular, still a legend, definitely. And I mean, he was so influential on YouTube that he inspired whole genres on YouTube, like angry reviews. Everyone and their mothers did angry reviews back then, just because of AVGN. And it extended to movies and other stuff. not just video games. I also used to watch the Nostalgia Critic, but his old stuff doesn't really hold up that much anymore. And his new stuff isn't that great either. So I kind of grew out of Nostalgia Critic, I have to say. AVGN is that really old guy that can surprise people when he ends up knocking out someone in a boxing match. Oddly specific, but I know what you mean, yeah. Did you guys ever watch the AVGN clones of YouTube by Magic Mush? No, at least that doesn't say anything. At least it doesn't ring a bell. Don't think I know that. I had so many clones back then, like Irate Gamer and Game Dude and Nostalgia Critic and whatever else. Good tracks. This hits so well. The piano. Is the video just frozen for me? Yeah, there seemed to be a little issue with the internet now, and it should be working again. Maybe try refreshing the stream. If you can hear me, that is. Oh, there seems to be an internet issue. Oh boy. Of course, that has to happen while I stream. Does it work now? Ah, okay. It's working now. Hey there, Alex. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Good to see you. I'm doing pretty fine. Yeah. More job interviews, and I wanted to say I went to the flea market. I could not find the iPod, unfortunately. But I'll keep a lookout for more. There's more flea markets coming up, and I'll scan every one of them. Yeah, we're playing music now. I think I'll do that for the other streams as well. There we go, let's see. Do I get a shiny? No, okay. Come on, Relicanth, I know I can get you. Hope you're doing well, Alex. Hope you didn't get those presents, you know. Those really not so nice presents. Those unconsenting fireworks. Thank you, I'm just using the one I already have, the purple one, but I still have to hope to build a better one. But like I said before, I'm still having a lookout. There was supposed to be a flea market on Sunday as well, but that one got cancelled because the night before we had a terrible storm in Luxembourg during the night, and it was pouring rain in the morning, and that's why that one got cancelled, unfortunately. Extremely hot here, more than 36 degrees. Oh, we used to have a very hot, like a streak of hotness now last week. But now that after the storm on Saturday, it just dropped down like 10 degrees Celsius. Very strange. Ah yes, Super Mario Bros. 3, also a fantastic game. Really like it. It's 13 degrees now in Luxembourg. And then next week's gonna get hot again, so that's definitely weird. There's almost no electricity, like 3 hours with 6 without. Oh no, oh boy. Enjoying life the best I can. Yeah, that's. I mean, it's commendable that you still do your best to keep a positive outlook. But yeah, and I'm very honored that you consider that my streams are worth the limited electricity that you have. Definitely. But seeing as it's that hot in the Ukraine and then no electricity means no AC, oh boy, you're gonna melt there. So I'm not for long, I think 10 minutes, I'll go to sleep again. Yeah, I actually wanted to, that actually coincides with how long I planned on streaming. Wanted also go to bed in around 10 minutes. Woke up to take a shower, no electricity means no water too. Yeah, you told me off. Oh, that's very unfortunate. And exactly with that kind of weather, you would want to take a shower, right? Because you're sweating much more than usual. That has to be pretty tough. Never had that happen to me, so... I mean, we did have power outages, but never like very inconvenient timings like these. Or this. Alright, let's see. Nope. Nothing. Come on. And the visual cue doesn't want to work anymore, but never mind that. Sonic 2 music. Currently playing. Was working a lot yesterday, almost all night. Now I have a little more money, but there's nothing I can buy to make my life easier. Except solar panels. Yeah, solar panels would be a good investment, I'd say. That is, if they don't, you know, get blown off by bombs or missiles. They're way more expensive. Oh yeah, I mean, in Luxembourg you get subsidies when you want to install them. Quite attractive ones, I might add, but given that that is Luxembourg and not the Ukraine, I don't know how the situation is in the Ukraine. Still hope that there's almost every home gets the... that's from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles NES game. That was so hard. To be fair, a lot of NES games, if not all of them, are very hard. So, any other news in your life, Alex, that you might want to share or not? I mean, not forcing anyone, obviously. But we are not discouraged here. Don't think I'm complaining or something. Yeah, I mean, no, it doesn't come across as you complaining, to be honest. Absolutely not. I'm still taking you as a role model since you're still that positive and happy, even though you're in a very dire situation right now. Just a report from the field. Thank you for your report. They made those games intentionally hard back then to try to give the pricing more value. And a lot of NES games were arcade machines. And you want people putting in as many quarters as you possibly can, right? So you make the game hard. Harder games means more game overs. Means more quarters. Okay, I'm going to head out. Thanks for the stream as always. Well, Kaiser Karmazin, thank you so much for being part of the stream. And hopefully see you tomorrow where I'll stream the Shiny Only challenge. So have a good one. Goodbye and good night. Alright, 5 seconds. I'm gonna close Eontimer. Oh, Mega Man 9 music is always very good. Okay. No shiny. Let's test that with the calibration. No visual cue. Serious? There we go. I knew this is gonna be a shiny Clamperl stream basically. But one day I'm gonna get the Relicanth on stream, definitely. I can say nothing new. Working, surviving, charging laptop, discharging laptop, charging laptop from battery, charging battery, discharging laptop again, yeah. For me, I mean, there was a extreme storm last Saturday. I've received a text from the Luxembourgish government to stay inside. It was pretty hefty. And then the day afterwards was almost like nothing ever happened. It was really strange. And I had a couple of interviews. Heading towards more interviews. Let's see how that goes. That's where the song ended. What else do they have? Some good water bangers. Sonic CD. Sonic City is also a game that has a very good OST. Just saw a new storm is coming to us tomorrow. Oh, good luck. It passed over Luxembourg. It was definitely a lot. I mean, we had trees that fell over that got uprooted. And I mean, how strong does the wind have to be to knock over, to basically pull out trees out of there, out of the ground. It has to be extreme. Ratchet and Clank 3 Aquato Sewer Team. Alright. Good suggestion. Oh, hey there, James. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Well, this is actually my last reset. I mean, I've had 3 shinies appear, not the ones that I want, but still shinies are shinies. But yeah, after this, I'm gonna go to bed as well. And I started to play music in the background now, and I found the exact right volume so that my voice can be clearly understood, but you can also hear the music in the background. And yes, I do take requests. Just so you know, I can't play everything. I tend to play video game music because I can't just simply play anything. If it's copyrighted, I'm not allowed to play it. Trees are falling every day in Odessa. Nothing new with it. We have a lot of storms in May, June. Well, usually in Luxembourg we're not used to having storms like that. We are surrounded by countries that have mountain regions, so usually storms like that don't develop. Usually, but now, well, times are changing. Right, what is the last reset? Nothing. Well, that's unfortunate, but Wild Wednesday is whatever I get. So let's take a look at the shinies that I've gotten. Off topic, but I found out that I can get a train from London to Brussels. It'll take 2 hours, so I could make a nice trip someday. Yeah, if it's cheap, then why not? Sure. Maybe I could also pick you up in Brussels. It's a 3-hour drive for me. But Brussels isn't really that nice, honestly. I think it's very overrated, actually. Right, so the 3 shinies that I've gotten. Shiny Clamperl, Shiny Clamperl, and not to forget, Shiny Clamperl. Alright, as always, thank you so much for being part of the stream. I'm gonna stream tomorrow. That's gonna be the Ruby Shiny Only challenge. So, yeah, as always, have a good one, goodbye, and good night.